This is News Today with WDW News Today. I'm Tom Corliss of WDWNT.com. Please like this video, subscribe, and hit the notifications bell to make sure you never miss the latest from the Disney theme parks around the world. Here now, the news for January 20th, 2023. TRON Lightcycle Run officially opens on April 4th of the Magic Kingdom, but cast members will be the first to ride. Dates for the cast member previews have been announced, and they will begin on February 6th and run through March 3rd on various dates. Registration information will be available to cast members soon, with bookings starting on January 30th. Each cast member can bring up to 3 guests, which means there's a spot for me if you want to bring me. I'm joking. Or you could. Whatever. Up to you. Moving on. Someone's going to take that seriously. Maybe I want them to. I don't know. It's cleanup time at Walt Disney World following several instances of public backlash in the past month regarding cleanliness issues around the park. Just over 2 weeks ago, we reported on crews beginning a cleanup of Space Mountain at the Magic Kingdom, and now work is progressing to get all of the dirt and grime off of the iconic structure's exterior, just weeks ahead of that TRON opening, which is pretty visible from there, so it makes sense. Crews seem to be hard at work power washing the exterior of the mountain. The cherry picker is raised to the lip between the base structure and its towering roof to allow the crews access. Crews appear to be again power washing the gritty building exterior in stages, and years of dirt, dust, and grime are caked on the space age-esque white exterior. It's been a while since they've gone up there. You can see rectangular sections where crews have already power washed the exterior, with some sections still left unwashed for comparison, but they should be done relatively soon. Another castle cake item has joined the Vault collection at Walt Disney World, celebrating 50 years of the Magic Kingdom by looking back at its previous milestone anniversaries. Found this hoodie at Animal Kingdom, but it's also been available at the Main Street Cinema at the Magic Kingdom. It is selling out, though, wherever it is, so if you find it, you better buy it if you want it. It's $69.99. The 25th anniversary of Walt Disney World featured most famously a Cinderella castle that was decorated to look like a giant birthday cake. The castle was covered in fake frosting and candy decor, with spires replaced by candles. There were 26 of them, one for each year of the park's existence and one to grow on. The castle is on the chest of the black pullover hoodie with Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, and Donald, who are all wearing birthday hats. The castle and characters are also on the back, this time surrounded by a white circle reading, "It's time to remember the magic." And now that song's going to be stuck in my head the rest of the night. There are red, blue, yellow, and green ribbons in the background, and at the bottom, Walt Disney World on October 1st, 1996 are embroidered. This is a pretty close facsimile of items that were released that year. I really need one. I've been to several locations, cannot find my size. I'm very sad. I'm going to keep looking. We've known for several months that the Journey of Water inspired by Moana would open in late 2023 at EPCOT, but a new email to Disney Rewards Visa members gives a slightly more specific timeline. The autumn section of the email states the following, quote, "This fall, you won't want to miss the debut of Journey of Water inspired by Moana at EPCOT. This new exploration trail will connect guests to the story of our planet's water." And it says when? Fall 2023. Fall is generally considered to be from late September to late December. Communicore Hall and Communicore Plaza could open around the same time, but it's not mentioned here. Previously learned at the D23 Expo that both the Journey of Water and Communicore Hall would open in late 2023. We would assume they're all going to open together, and my guess is it will be some days ahead of the what would be the you may remember last summer they kind of opened the the Connections Cafe ahead of, Creations and Connection mixed up. They opened the cafe a couple weeks before the big rush of Guardians, so I assume before whatever big rush there's going to be in the fall, it's probably even going to be late summer. I would think it's probably going to be as the food and wine kicks off and gets into gear. I think they're going to want to have all this open. So I assume they want to use it for food and wine, but I don't know. Food and wine start in July. Maybe that's a little too soon to get all that up and running. Maybe at least for the festival of the holidays, we'll have Communicore Hall and all this ready to roll. This program is brought to you by our official travel agent sponsor, The Vacationeer, the engineers of your next magical vacation. Sit back, let their team of vacation planning experts craft your family's next magical Disney trip. The best part is their services are free. Visit www.nt.travel for details. Walt Disney World has announced the dates for the EPCOT International Flower and Garden Festival this year. The festival will take place March 1st through July 5th, 2023. It'll feature new topiaries, food, and more. Of course, the Festival of the Arts will end on February 20th, several days ahead of that. New topiaries of Mirabelle, Antonio, Isabella, and Luisa from Encanto will be near the EPCOT main entrance. A new Princess Tiana topiary will be at the American Adventure as well. Returning topiaries include Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Peter Pan, Tinkerbell, Captain Hook, and Tick-Tock Croc, Figment, Anna and Elsa, and more. As well, the Garden Rocks concert series will be back at the America Gardens Theater when the lineup will be announced soon. There'll be more than 15 outdoor kitchens. The Citrus Blossom this year will move to the Odyssey Pavilion with new menu items. And 1970s-inspired Orangeburg merchandise will include apparel, headwear, and drinkware. The Spikes Pollen Nation Exploration Scavenger Hunt is back as well, and guests can purchase a map and stickers, then search for Spike the Bee throughout World Showcase before redeeming their completed map for a prize. Blossoms of Fragrance, presented by Scentsy, featuring butterfly topiaries and 6 scent stations, will be on the bridge to World Showcase. When the world's most magical celebration ends on March 31st, 2023, the California Grill at the Contemporary Resort will stop offering their special 50th anniversary menu, and a new 3-course selection menu featuring contemporary market-inspired cuisine will be available starting April 1st. Reservations for April 1st will open on January 31st. Full menu and prices have not been announced, but it is to include a lemon chiffon cake, a fire-roasted venison, and goat cheese raviolo. Thank God for the goat cheese ravioli survival. The current price of California Grill is $89 per adult, ages 10 and up, and $39 per child, ages 3 to 9, plus tax and gratuity. We went and did the 50th menu. It was not good for the price. We were super disappointed. I am hopeful that the new menu will be great. Those are between the ravioli and the venison and the cake, those are 3 things I'm very excited about. I am super hopeful that they're going to fix California Grill, and we will try our best to be there on April 1st to try it out, review it, and let you know what we think. Carousel Coffee opened at Disney's BoardWalk Inn last month, but its decorations continue to be updated after complaints from guests. 2 weeks after its opening, vintage photos of Julie Andrews were hung up in the coffee shop, and succulents were placed on the tables in the seating area. But now framed photos have been added to said seating area, and the succulents have been placed in terrariums. Seating area is separate from the actual coffee shop in the lobby or resort. It's just across the way. There are succulents now in terrariums on each table, which the terrariums do not really fit the timeline or theme of the resort, but they're there. A succulent terrarium was also added to the table inside the shop. The photos in the seating area are mostly of the Mad Tea Party and the Prince Charming Regal Carousel. The Carousel making sense as it is Carousel Coffee. That being said, the Mad Tea Party is neither a carousel nor about coffee. So, I don't know, it's there. There's also a vintage photo of a BoardWalk roller coaster, which is more in theme with the resort. While photos are mostly of Mad Tea Party in the Magic Kingdom, some also seem to be of the attraction at Disneyland. Carousel Coffee is adding fuel to the fire of the current hot-button issue amongst Walt Disney World fans, the removal of theme and story of Walt Disney World hotels in favor of modern design. Of course, they have started the project of remodeling this lobby just a couple feet away. We'll see how that turns out, and they are set to start on the Grand Floridian lobby in May. And many of us are worried. We'll have to wait and see what's going to happen. Guests can save up to $700 on a 2-night stay at select Walt Disney World Resort hotels when they book a select Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser voyage from February 5th through October 2nd, 2023. Savings are valid for resort hotel stays immediately before or after your voyage. You could save $350 a night at the Beach Club Resort, the Grand Floridian, the Yacht Club, $250 a night at Animal Kingdom Lodge, the BoardWalk Inn, the Contemporary, the Polynesian, Wilderness Lodge as well, and $150 per night at Coronado Springs. Savings are based on the non-discounted price for the same resort hotel room, which means you can't combine offers. Your resort hotel stay must occur on dates immediately before or after your Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser voyage, but do not need to be on consecutive nights, though. So you could stay one night before and after if you prefer. This offer is not valid on select voyages, including those on the following dates. That would be February 16th, 18th, and 22nd, March 12th and 14th, April 3rd, 7th, 9th, 11th, and 13th, May 3rd and 17th, June 12th and 16th, July 24th, August 9th, 15th, 19th, 21st, and 23rd. That is a lot of them. And that may lead very nicely into the next story. Some guests have reported that their summer 2023 Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser voyages were canceled and they were offered a different voyage date at a discount. Voyages beginning on the following dates have been canceled and are no longer available according to the Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser calendar. That is July 4th, 12th, and 17th, August 1st, 7th, 15th, and 27th, September 4th, and the 12th. Disney is calling affected guests about the cancellations and offering to move them to a different voyage at a 50% discount. Well, sign me up. Demand for the expensive Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser has fallen significantly, with some voyages, of course, only operating at only 25% capacity towards the end of last year. The Galactic Starcruiser opened in March of 2022 at Walt Disney World. The experience starts at nearly $5,000 per cabin and offers a 3-day, 2-night immersive Star Wars adventure on a fictitious cruise ship where guests become a part of the conflict between the Resistance and the First Order. It includes an excursion to Batuu, themed meals, and live entertainment, including a climactic battle for the galaxy. Of course, we have 2 video reviews already up here on the YouTube channel. I went a 3rd time over the Christmas holiday, and we are going to do a video of that. I have a lot to talk about. It's not going to be so much a review, so much as a rant. And I really want to rant now, but I'm not going to because I want to save it for that. But what is Disney World management doing? This hotel before and after offer is a bad deal. Right? It's great if you're going to stay before or after. I will tell you this. I talk to people on the Starcruiser are very talkative. I talk to a lot of families. I don't want to think people think I'm soliciting them. People just drum up conversation. You talk about, like, and they're like, oh, I live here. We're from here. We're doing this, and we're going home, and blah, blah, blah. A lot of people, it's a small ship. There's not a lot of people. You make friends, which is one of the things I really like about it. But we talked to several families, and there were a ton of them. I would say about half the families we spoke to were only doing this thing, and then they were going home. So I don't know who this deal is for. It's on a very limited number of dates. There's many exceptions on that offer. And then on top of it, then they're just like, oh, well, I guess we're just going to cancel a whole bunch of these this summer due to low attendance. If you guys are willing to extend the discount on your other hotels, it might be time to just arrive at the fact that it is time to discount the Starcruiser. It is time to let more of the world see this experience. Instead, you're letting it fail into oblivion, which is the saddest thing, because I love this thing. It is spectacular, and I'm not going to get into the details of why it's spectacular, because I want you to watch that other video, because it's going to be a good video, and I appreciate you watching it. But whoever, if this gets to anyone that's at all involved in this decision-making of this thing, don't kill it. Do not do this. It is about time to start rolling out some discounts or lower the price. Josh D'Amaro and the team, they made a statement. They made a very strong number of statements when they removed the parking fees, worked on the park pass reservations, all these big changes. You know what would be the next great move to prove you are different from your predecessor? It would be to admit that you overpriced this, lower the price a little bit, and let more people experience it and tell the world just how good the Galactic Starcruiser is. Make it happen. You have designed something, created something that is extraordinarily special in so many ways, and you are killing it by refusing to relent on this price point to the point at which you are canceling cruises, offering nonsensical garbage discounts. Guys, this is not meant to come from a place of negativity. I'm not trying to knock someone's job. I really do not want this thing to die. I love it, and I want more people to see it. So please, if this gets to anyone, I beg you, please think about giving the world what they want. Look at the comments under posts on our website, posts on this video, or on other sites for that matter. And I know you guys look. I know for damn sure. So please listen to the public. I'm not, I don't think anyone's asking you to knock it 50% off, but I think some amount less would be deeply appreciated by the public. And I think you will see the public embrace this thing if you do it. That's what I'll say for now outside of my third cruise review. For the absolute latest on these stories and all those that didn't make it into today's show, be sure to check WDWNT.com and follow us on all your favorite social media platforms. You can support the entire team behind this show and others by joining the WDWNT Interglobe Society at patreon.com/WDWNT. Get access to exclusive content, discounted show and event tickets, and more. A special shout out to all of our WIGS members who make this show happen every week. For the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news, this is Tom Corliss saying, enjoy the rest of your today. Have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
From WDWNT TV, this is Park Center. Join us each week for news and discussion topics from the Disney and Universal theme parks around the world. We cover the stories in a quick, concise, and fun format, and then our panel breaks down and debates some of the biggest issues and what they mean for us, the parks fans. From the latest announcements to openings and delays to scandals and snacks and merchandise and more, we'll cover it all in 90 minutes. Join us live every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern on YouTube at WDWNT TV, or watch episodes on demand anytime. You can also subscribe to the audio version of the show on your favorite podcast app.